There's just something about a lifted truck. It's just different.
Trucks just out of nowhere became my #1 priority when it came to automotive.
It's an extension of your personality.
It's really your life revolves around that.
For me, a truck is more about what I can do with it and the places I can go.
That's a great question.
Oh man, why do I build?
How much do you want me to elaborate on that? That's the question.
I think the reason why I build is just the community aspect.
It connects you with a community of like-minded individuals, guys that want the same thing that you want, to express themselves, to make something their own.
It's just kind of a extension of yourself in a way. Finding a vehicle that kind of means something to you, has a style that you like, and then taking that and doing your own thing with it.
Really, for me, it's just to be different, right?
It's a way to take something from average or run-of-the-mill and make it extravagant, make it your own.
It's been ingrained for me from a small age, very, very young, that nothing is okay that is stock. You need to change everything. Doesn't matter what it is, everything should be modified to make it better.
Obviously, we live in a lifestyle where, keeping things stock isn't a thing, wanting to tweak every little part of your build, wanting to touch every aspect of the truck.
Is super fun and rewarding at the end of the day because it never goes easy, it's never straightforward and simple, but by the time it's all done, it looks sick, it stands out on the road.
You'll never see two truck builds that are identical because there are no two people that are identical.
And that's what keeps me going. The moment I get done with one project, I'm already looking to the next thing that I want to do. It's almost like a mental list that you keep that you just want to tackle.
I think for me, the reason why I have this addiction to modified vehicles is simply because no matter what I'm doing or what I'm working on, it's like it's never good enough. And as soon as I get it to the point where I think it is, there's always something else that I want, or a new performance standard, or a new look, or something like that I'm trying to achieve.
And I think that is why I build. It's that individuality, that expression.
There's nothing else like it.
People will tell you that to be an enthusiast, you have to buy this or build that or have done this modification or strip an engine block down, and I hate all of that, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
I think the word enthusiast gets thrown around a lot, and by people who are really involved in the scene, as well as people who are brand new to it.
There's the people who just want to look into trim packages and kind of figure out what they want as far as like customization goes, and even those people I'd say are enthusiasts, or they could be, because they're already looking for kind of getting into those features that they want and kind of getting into the styling and kind of picking the options that they think match their personality or their extracurricular activities type of thing.
You could just tell when they talk about things, or just whenever you talk to this person, that they love that.
You're going to find enthusiasts who have changed every nut and bolt on their car, and there's different levels of that.
It's that drive inside to change everything about what you drive.
It's all about wanting to build and having that respect for other builds.
Because at the end of the day, they're all people who just kind of want to take what they have and do more with it and make it their own and show themselves off.
Hanging out with like-minded people, cruising, going to car shows, or just working on your stuff.
We show up here 5, 6, 7 days a week, and all we do here is talk about trucks all day long. All we do is talk about wheels all day long, lifts, all that sort of stuff.
It's a lifestyle. That's what makes an enthusiast. An enthusiast is you live that lifestyle.
But I never forgot where I came from, and I think more people need to look at that.
We've really embraced what it means to be a truck enthusiast and literally live that lifestyle.
It's really what makes being an enthusiast an enthusiast.
A very distinct memory that I do have, waking up to some of the best sunrises, or going to bed and setting up the tent with my truck parked on the rocks overlooking the lake and the sun's going down. It's just this picturesque scene.
I remember being a kid when I bought my first truck, my 92, and buying my first set of wheels and tires and putting those on. That's I would call it a cornerstone moment or a stepping stone moment.
So I think I've always, involved building vehicles ever since I was about 16 years old, got my first vehicle.
I had always messed with vehicles and modified them on my own either way, but once I got together with Sean and we started doing this on an actual full scale, I think that was the point where I went from, you know, little small modifications to, I mean, building 3 or 4 trucks a week.
Just when I decided to get back into trucks and I bought my first Bronco, that rolled into my white Bronco, that rolled into having a OBS Ford to pull it.
Starting here and really becoming an expert in wheel and tire fitment.
A lot of it comes down to like that feeling of accomplishment when you're finally done with whatever one big project you're working on.
You know, seeing it all come together and then taking it to a show literally the week that it got done, seeing everyone's reactions.
Yeah, that I'd say is a pivotal moment that everything just went downhill and broke now.
There's not like one main pillar moment for me. There's all these little stepping stones across the way that tell the story of my journey and all the things I've built. And that's exciting because I know that there's more to come. You know, that this is just another stepping stone for what's next. What's the next step? Where do we go from here?
And that's why I build.
And that's why I build.
And that's why I build.
And that is why I build.
That's why we keep coming back, and that's why I build.